Yup, that's me, the one Hong Kong lad in the front row of a political debate in Welsh. How did I end up here? And will I give my 2 pennies worth in Welsh?
I really have to watch out. I'm slightly concerned because
Before we get to the bottom of that, we'll have to go back 12 hours.
ever since my North Wales video blew up, people have been telling me I should pop over to the south and check it out. Well, I've been to Cardiff multiple times, but we need to go deeper. So today I've got a unique opportunity to take a long trip down, which I'll tell you all about in a little bit. Will I find the elusive Welsh speakers? I might have a trick or two up my sleeve, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Welcome to Octo Lingo. My name is Israel and I'm here in Manchester, Piccadilly after a very bad night's sleep. So let's talk more when I'm more awake.
And I'm off on my trip to the unknown, which I've got to say isn't off to a good start.
Which are the back coaches? Those are the back coaches?
As I set foot on Transport for Wales, I had no idea about the problem that was about to hit me.
Shrewsbury, Church Stretton, Craven Arm,
Really keeps going, doesn't it?
Ludlow.
As we approach Swansea, it turns out only half of my train is continuing the journey. I believe I was in the right half, but I'm starting to get worried.
That was a bit of a scare. I totally thought I was on the wrong coach. It turns out it's because we came in the station this way and we back out that way. So this is the front coach now. So I'm 1 minute late on a 4.5 hour journey. I tell you, man, I've never had a late Transport for Wales train. I don't know what you guys are telling me. Like every single time, it's spot on. So anyway, so which way do I go for the car? I'm guessing this way. That's the only way. It says Fordasan. Oh, why do you have a hat on?
Dwi'n check bod hwn yn yw'r iawn gyda before I take off.
Oh, and a wood. Nice.
I got a lift. By whom? I'm getting to that. Stop asking so many questions. But that also means that the first person I talked to was in Welsh.
Ydw microphone am da.
Achos dwi'n neud vlogs.
Basically bucking the trend here. But before we get to that, where are we? Well, I guess if you've been following my social media, go to @Rafferty_Lingo, you would know that I am in Llanelli. And there are 2 things I knew about Llanelli before getting here. The first one is that I heard a podcast on BBC Sounds about some far-right rallies in the town. And the second thing is there is one of the main studios that work for the S4C, S4C here, called Tinopolis. So that's why I'm here. What happened was they saw probably some article about me and they decided to get me over here to do an interview with me. So I'm going to be on Prynawn Da tomorrow on Friday, which is like a talk show. We chat with the host about, so basically just like they ask me who I am. I mean, by the time this comes out, you probably have seen it already. Like if it will be out already, so you can go and watch it now before it expires. And also tonight I'm going to be on How By Van, which is a current affairs program where a bunch of people get to talk to some politicians or like professionals. I don't even know what's going to happen there. Like I'm not Welsh, I haven't lived in Wales, but they wanted me there. They said my different origin, different worldview, and also experience with different cultures, countries and languages would be interesting. I don't know, depends on what comes up on the show. So that's the plan for these 2 days before the weekend. And that's why when I arrived at the station, there was some guy from the TV studio to give me a lift. And while I was in the car during our brief conversation, the weirdest thing happened. I was completely lost. Like every time he said something, I would ask him what, and then ask him to repeat again. And then I still struggled. I still had to use a lot of brain power to figure out what he was saying. And that is the first main difference I noticed. I mean, obviously, he speaks Welsh with a southern accent, completely different. Last time when I worked with the other studio on the video for S4C, that guy was also from the south, from the southwest, but he's living in the north, so he sort of knows how to accommodate, how to use different words or different pronunciations to make it easy for me to understand. Whereas this time, for one, the accent is different, which I expected, but I've had plenty of practice in my Welsh lessons of listening to southern accents, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. The main difference I noticed during that ride, and I don't know how representative this might be, is that they code mix differently. So when I'm talking to my friends who are from the north, usually we do use a lot of Wenglish, but the way we use it is like we sprinkle in different English words in the Welsh sentence. For example, you take a verb like hate, you add io at the end, and bam, you have hateio. Or like some complex nouns and concepts, we use the English word just with an accent. That's fine, I'm used to it. But during that conversation, a lot of that was switching back and forth between the languages. So every time he asked me a question, it would be either in English or in Welsh, completely. And I was very lost. Like, my brain had to figure out what language that was. Obviously, there's also the Welsh accent in English and also like southern accent in the Welsh. So like both of them are really unfamiliar, and my brain was constantly trying to figure out what am I listening to. So that was a bit of a challenge. So anyway, evening is coming. It is winter time now, so it's going to get dark really quickly. I'm going to get a lift back to the studio and talk to a lot more people. Maybe the only Welsh speakers around this area. We'll see how it goes. Oh my god, the wind. So as it turns out, I'm not getting a lift to the studio, and I have to be there in less than an hour. But as it turns out, it's only a short 20-minute walk away, so it's fine, I'll leg it. Oh wait, there's a welcome to the Llanelli sign here. Wait, was I not in Llanelli? Agen, France. Very cool. Thankfully, it's just in town. And I do need to go to town because I need to find a shop. Literally at the last minute, I forgot to pack my toiletries. I packed everything into the wash bag and I didn't put it in my suitcase. So I'm completely toiletryless. Hopefully, it means 5 o'clock. Hopefully everything's still open. Oh, back to the code mixing thing. It's actually kind of wild how people just full on speak English and then go diolch. I know it's very simple, but for some reason I can't do it. Like, when I'm speaking English, I go cheers. When I'm speaking Welsh, I go diolch. I can't get my brain to switch from one mode to another mid-sentence. At least not on the fly. I need to think about it. Are we in town yet? Am I just talking to myself? I am just talking to myself. It is quite dark in here. Out here, I should say. It tells me to keep going into that street over there. Okay. Is that the fastest way? Is that the safest way? That's the question. Yeah, okay, I'm not going down that path. I'm going around it. Going around this, whatever this police, court. Going around this court and the green area around it. The thing is, I see signs for bike paths, but I don't see any bike path. Where are they? Are the signs just telling you to ride the bike on the pavement? Is that what it's saying? Oh, hey, now that looks like a bike path. And yay, that's Llanelli town centre. Lots of hustle and bustle. Busy place. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. What can I say? Yeah, not a good sign. It should have come out earlier. It does appear that is T-Croes, where the studio is. Oh yeah, there you go. Tinopolis. I see the sign now. Yeah, that's where I'm meant to go. It is really dark out here. I gotta be careful. I just asked for directions from the studios. Like, I asked them if there's a shop I can go to buy stuff. Sorry, I'm not looking at camera because I really have to watch out. Of course I asked in Welsh. I know you guys want me to film that kind of stuff, but like, I'm too respectful to do that. Like, I'm not gonna film someone without asking them first. But trust me, I asked them in Welsh. I mean, what else would I do? That's like the only place that I'm certain to speak Welsh in this town. So I went ahead and just did it. I just assumed, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they work for the Welsh telly. Of course the receptionist speaks Welsh. They had no problem talking to me at all. Maybe they've been expecting me, or they should have been. Oh, that's a big mall that is definitely closed. Yeah, so I'm told there's an Asda somewhere. Hopefully I can find it. Gotcha. There's the Asda. Not so bad, really close. Saint Elli Shopper. While I'm thinking out loud, I might as well just say, I do think I need to enunciate a bit more in Welsh. Like, I'm slurring my words a bit. Got the stuff. Come on, I'm featured on telly tomorrow. I gotta look good. I gotta be clean shaven. And also, while we're at it, I didn't notice that I when I was talking to the receptionist, I didn't understand like so much of it. Like I got maybe 70%. It's the accent. It's definitely the accent. I sort of like filled in the gaps with my own knowledge.
I'm starting to see more and more audience members arriving, ready to debate the panelists. And as I signed my consent form and still had a bit of time to spare, I decided to talk to some of them.
Oedd yna gath ei enni'n Nghaerdydd a cael ei fagu mewn cartref di-Gymraeg. Benderfynodd e wedyn i wneud Cymraeg fel iaith gyntaf. Ac wedyn dath e'n athro y brifysgol yn Aberystwyth.
Conflexio.
Ond oedd e methu siarad Cymraeg tan oedd e'n 17-18. Ac wedyn dysgu hunan.
Ond mae'n bosibl iawn i ddysgu os gen ti motivation, mae'n bosibl.
Ysgrifennu dros gant o lyfrau yn y Gymraeg. Wedi marw nawr ys ti ar 5 mlynedd.
Ond cant o lyfrau.
Ond cariad di mlaen Ydy'n professor nawr yn y brifysgol yng Nghaerdydd yn dysgu Cymraeg.
Wow. Where can I get a tour?
Croeso mawr i ti.
Oh.
Felly, dyma'r set. Ddim byd lot yn digwydd ar y funud, ond bydd pobl yn dechrau cyrraedd mewn dim. Bydd pobl yn cael ei maicio lan, a dyma lle bydd popeth yn digwydd.
Wrth gwrs. A dydw i gael set o blaen, wrth gwrs.
Felly, mae 5 panelydd gyda ni fan hyn. So, 3 gwleidydd, un person climate a un person newyddiadurwr.
Sy'n arbenigo yn y pwnc.
Ie, yn union, ie. 50 wedi cyfrestru, so gobeithio gen i amrywiaeth o bobl yn troi lan.
Oce, wel, dwi yma, felly...
Ie, yn union, diolch yn fawr.
Gan i weld!
Diolch yn fawr.
Bydd yn digwydd. O, mae'n teleprompters.
So autocue.
Tro cyntaf mewn set teledu.
Ie. So allu di weld y camerau i gyd, achos so yn amlwg mae'r camerau yma yn ffocysu ar y panel.
A da chi'n switcho rhwng dyn nhw.
A wedyn mae hwn yn gamera hefyd ar y jib.
So
mae hwnna'n rhoi rhyw fath o...
dwi wedi gweld y microffon efo'r ffon hir.
Ie, na fe.
A wedyn y pobl sydd wedi cynnig y cwestiynau, maen nhw'n darllen allan.
Ie, maen nhw'n cael dweud i dweud a gofyn wrth yn panel ni. Ar ba bynnag pwnc i chi moyn dweud rhywbeth, please cadwch eich llaw lan a bydd Sean yn gofyn i chi gyfrannu wedyn.
Pwynt pwysig, do'n i wedi bod gwybod. Bydd e'n ffilmio y Brandafori. Lle bydd y set, lle bydd e'n ffilmio?
Mae e tu ôl fan hyn, a mae'n enfawr. Mae'n llawer yn fwy na hyn.
Yn fwy? Felly faint o... Be bydd y gair? Studio neu faint o ystafelloedd?
Ie, mae 3 studio mawr a hwn yw'r lleia.
Could you come to Max here?
Fama? Just... Okay. Dim problem o gwbl.
Phone number to try off, if that's okay.
Dim problem. Ond mae popeth yn tath yma. Of course. Okay. Na, paid poeni. Okay, we're moving in. I'm going to stop filming now. Okay, bye.
This is bad. I ended up on the front row because I was busy getting these shots for you guys and went in late. I think that sacrifice deserves the like button. And here's a clear view of yours truly as we get ready for the cameras to start rolling.
Ond mae 2 is-etholiad lleol eleni wedi gweld Reform UK yn dod i'r brig. Chi Israel, dewch chi mewn fan hyn.
Dwi'n teimlo bod angen mi ddeud rhywbeth achos, dwi ddim wedi ffoi o ryfel, ond wedi ffoi o helyntion gwleidyddol o Hong Kong. I definitely feel like I need a pint. That was very intense. Like, throughout the entire hour, my brain was thinking of different opinions I had and trying to formulate them into arguments so that I could say something. I ended up speaking one time, and honestly, I didn't want to. I was kind of forced to, because like the guy next to me, he had spoken to me before the recording, and he knew I was the language guy, and he decided to like bring up the Welsh language. Like, we were talking about immigration, and he brought up, oh, how is that going to affect the Welsh language? So I had to say something, right? It was literally my time, my thing. So I said something, but like throughout the rest of it, I was like, I kind of have something to say, but I'm not sure if I can put that into a coherent argument. And every single time, like, it was gone. It was partly a language thing because I'm not 100% comfortable making arguments in Welsh quite yet, and also partly just so much was going on at the same time. But it was an interesting experience. Like,
I learned that apparently they do have teleprompters, even though this show is mostly like on the spot. I think they have teleprompters for things like the introduction, the questions people were asking, or like the reintroduction after the break and so on. And it was good because it was basically like reading and listening to my target language. It was good practice. Like I was listening to the host speaking and was reading the teleprompter. Amazing. And also another interesting thing was they had translation. Like, so the person next to me she speaks Welsh, but like she wasn't very confident. So she got like a translation thing, like ear headset. And so there would be some person in some booth live simultaneously interpreting the Welsh into English for her to and other people to listen to. She often tried to make her arguments in Welsh. She spoke 2 times, I think, which I admire. I wish I could have done that. So she tried to make her arguments in Welsh, but every time it got slightly more complicated, she switched to English, which is fine. Like, she made the effort. I really respect it. I only made the effort one time. What can I say? And now I'm here. I have to walk back now. Apparently they don't have Ubers here in Llanelli. I'm not sure how I'm going to get back. I'm just hoping it's not raining as hard, and I'm hoping it's safe enough for me to walk 20 minutes back to the hotel. I survived.
Good morning. I had a honestly very weird night of sleep. I dreamt that I was in various perilous situations. I got very aggressive with people, physically. And then I also spoke a lot of Welsh, obviously. That's the thing you do now. Do you do that? Guys, let me know in the comments. Do you dream in your target languages? But I think at the moment I'm so immersed in it. I've been immersed in Welsh for quite a long time, in a way. But today, this weekend, I'm actually immersed in like a speaking environment and speaking with lots of people. So maybe that's why it just crept into my dreams. But yeah, let me know if you do that, or is it just me? But yeah, I'm gonna finish this breakfast. Ishben. Manaku. And then I'm gonna go to the TV studio and have the free lunch, probably. See you there. I may or may not have spent too much time eating breakfast and then checked out too late. Hopefully I don't have to pay for that. I was also worried I might be late for the recording or filming, but turns out I have plenty of time. So I don't have much to do in town, so I'll just go there and hang out with people maybe. Oh my god, of course it's raining, it's Wales, and it's also so windy. Why do I have a hat again? I arrived early. They have lunch here for me actually, but I literally just had breakfast, so I got myself a cup of tea. Oh, it's too hot. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait until we get a little chat, and eventually, I guess they put makeup on me. I was actually wondering if that's gonna happen, but yeah, that makes sense that it's gonna happen. And then, yeah, it's filming. It's only midday now, so we'll see how long this takes and get back to you. I don't know, maybe this is a good time to go through my talking points a bit. Oh, no. I feel like a politician now. That's what they do, isn't it? They have their talking points to make sure to bring up in things like this. I mean, in a sense, I'm an activist, right?
I'm gonna get some lunch anyway, because they will have stopped serving by the time I finish recording. And I kind of want to chat with people a little bit.
Lwcus mae'n neis clywed efo pobl diddordeb yn fel ti, moyn dysgu Cymraeg, dwi'n meddwl.
Well, dwi'n exception, of course, achos dwi'n sort of language nerd.
Yeah.
Ond dwi eisiau drwy y platform dwi wedi cael, dwi eisiau gallu cael mwy o bobl sydd ddim yn language nerds I rhoi cynnig arno fo.
Okay, so in the beginning I was talking about how I'm going to find Welsh speakers. I have several ways. The first way is being in this building, which is full of Welsh speakers. The second way is I'm going to ask them for the second way. Oes gennych chi rhyw gyngor? Sut dwi'n gallu ffeindio siaradwyr Cymraeg?
Wel, un o'r ffyrdd nath yng Nghymraeg I ddysgu Cymraeg oedd mynd I ganu mewn côr. Mae yna gymunedau o fewn gwahanol ardaloedd yng Nghymru sy'n gallu canu. mae hynny'n help.
Dim yn bach.
Dim yn bach, ie.
Ydy'r cor efo'r arfer yn gallu siarad Cymraeg neu jyst yn canu'n unig?
Mae'r cor iaith yr ymarfer ydy Cymraeg. A wedyn mae gallu ffindio pobl, dych chi'n chi rhywbeth i uniaethu hefo, dych chi'n gallu helpu'ch Cymraeg, a hefyd, yn aml iawn, mae gallu cymdeithasu wedyn.
O'n i'n lan yn Gynarfon, Gwrthoseg yn dy gwaith, a bob man o'n i'n mynd yn Gynarfon, o'n i'n teimlo bod fi'n gytra, achos oedd yr acen, fel ti'n clywed y Gymraeg, a o'n i'n teimlo, fi actually ar eilwyd Gymraeg. Ie, mae'n gyferddyn i chi, y Cymraeg yn hyn dda gryf, Cwm Gwendreth hefyd, Cwm Gwendreth just i fas Llanelli. Menter Cwm Gwendreth oedd y menter cynta. So, ochr sy'n gan byddwn ni'n gweud yw'r bydde ti'n clywed y Gymraeg fwyaf.
Y brif broblem ynglyn â'r Gymraeg yw yr ewyllus i siarad Cymraeg. Mae yna bobl sydd yn siarad Cymraeg ac yn dewis peidio. A dyna mae yna broblem oedd yna. Mae wedyn fe gewch y bobl sydd yn methu siarad Cymraeg, ond yr ewyllus yn dysgu. A wedyn mae hynny'n rhywbeth.
Un milltir o'r bord tafra.
O, reit, ie. Yn agos i...
Lloegr mewn 8 munud. Felly dwi'n berson sydd wedi cael... O'n i'n angerddol iawn am yr iaith. Dim lot ohono fe'n lleol.
Yr ewyllus sy'n bwysig, os chi'n dymuno, fel yw ti wedi gwneud, ti wedi dymuno dysgu Cymraeg, ti wedi llwyddo.
Right. Met the hosts, got makeup done, got mic'd up, signed my life away, and...
Ymarfer, okay.
Nes ti ginio?
So ti dal yn byw yn Manceinion?
Okay. Rama. Diolch.
As I anxiously wait for my turn in front of the camera, I got jump scared by my face and the TV behind me. It turns out they have one screen for what the actual channel is currently playing, and one for whatever is on camera right now, which at the moment is a clip from my channel, which you can watch here, to tease the viewers.
Trwy gwneud hyn, dwi eisiau atgoffa llywodraeth a phawb sy'n gweld fideos fi bod gan ieithoedd eraill hawliau. Dim yn unig yn y gyfraith, ond hefyd jyst achos mae pobl yn siarad i ieithoedd yma. Job well done. Still shaking a tiny bit. I think you will notice it when you when you watch the thing. Oh my God. Every time I switch from Welsh to English, I sound a little bit Welsh, like English. I managed to get in my talking points. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting to succeed, but I managed that. Didn't exactly like my accent, but what can I say? It's like very on the spot and I was nervous, so I can't control everything. There's nobody here now. I can like do whatever. What should I do? What should I do, chat? Oh, I'm gonna get my stuff and then like I hope to stay up behind and talk to them a little bit, you know, networking. Dwi eisiau gofyn I chi, be sy'n swnio'n gywir, be sy'n swnio'n tri posh? Okay, os dwi'n deud dwi'n mynd I fwyta, ydyn swnio'n naturiol? Neu tri posh? Okay, dwi'n byw yng Nghymru? Naturiol neu naturiol? Oh, hefyd. Achos dwi ddim yn clywed yng Nghymru mor aml, mae rhan fwyaf o bobl yn deud yng Nghymru. Dwi'n mynd â person arall I Gaerdydd.
Dwi'n mynd â person arall.
Person.
Os o ti'n ysgrifennu neu rhywbeth?
Ie, mae'n gwahanol.
Okay, mae'n swnio yn ysgrifenedig. Felly mae'n y ranking rhywbeth. Os dwi'n defnyddio a person. Dyna'r peth, dyna beth dwi angen dysgu hefyd, achos I fi, dydy'r treigladau ddim yn anodd, ond beth sy'n anodd ydy dysgu pryd I ddefnyddio nhw. Byddai'n gwylio'r teledu eto, gweld chi eto. O'n I am gael llun efo chi.
Oh, yeah.
Sky.
Come on. Fab, okay?
Chat, I just remembered I did bring the citizenship test books as props, just in case I need to explain what the test is about. But I think, because I've explained it to the host, like I said, oh, there's a language test, there's a citizenship test, what it contains. I think she decided it would have been too complex and take too much time to actually talk about it on the show, because it was a really short chat that we had. I think that's how I felt. Maybe it was very long. Well, like it went by in a second. So I brought this for nothing, but that's fine. That's fine. I just have to carry these on my back home. Everything was so intense. I feel like I literally just need to take a second and take my mind off everything for a bit. I'm sitting literally just outside. Okay, well, back into the English-speaking world.
So yeah, that's all the TV stuff done. But I still have a third way I plan to find Welsh speakers. Whoa, wait a second.
Oh my god, it's a Żabka! It's a Żabka! Żabka! Oh my god, it's pierogi with strawberries. That's stuff that's really Polish. And like, this English supermarkets are too scared to sell it.
Anyway, for that third way, we'll have to hop on the train. Or, well, the rail replacement bus.
Bro, you won't believe what just happened. So I'm on my way to the station, I have like half an hour, and then like the two Mormons walk up to me. Obviously, they're always in pairs. And they started like showing me the Bible and like saying things to me in English. I'm like, oh, my brain's still in Welsh mode. So like, I guess it's half intentional, half unintentional. I was like, mae'n drwg gen I, dwi ddim yn deall Saesneg. And they were like, oh, okay. They ran away. I swerved them. Guys, if you gotta come to Wales to do your missionary thing, you gotta learn Welsh. That's what you gotta do. Your language school, do they do Welsh? I'd love to know. I'm slightly concerned because I'm like 100 feet behind them, so they are also on the way to the station. And I'm about to arrive. The train's coming in, I don't know, 20 minutes at this point. So like, what if they get on the train? What if we get on the same train? Do Americans know how to take trains? I don't know, but what if? And then like, I'd have to spend the 20 minutes with them awkwardly waiting for the train together, and they would still try to talk to me, and I need to like put up the appearance that I don't know English. Wedyn gallu peidio deall Saesneg. Oh, what? Dim ond Cymro dwi wan. Dim ond Cymraeg. Dim ond un iaith ni'n siarad. Please paid siarad efo fi. Chich dau. Dwi ofyn.
With that out of the way, or with them out of the way, I'm finally in Swansea to visit a special someone. A certain officer of welfare, if you may. If you like what I do and would love to improve my welfare, consider becoming a patron on patreon.com/RhapsodyLingo. Unfortunately, I seem to have arrived at an inopportune time, but we'll get to why later.
Swansea is a big, urban, diverse place by Welsh standards, so it's even harder to find the pockets of Welsh speakers. They may be hiding among us, and of course I'm the last person to assume someone can't speak it just because of their appearance. So you just gotta know where to go. Bore da. Felly oes yna lot o bethau sy'n mynd ymlaen?
Wel os, mae tipyn o beth yn mynd, mae Mared. Mae Mared yn canu.
Cyngor felly?
Ie, fan hyn, Lanstar, mae yna neuadd, mae yna bar Lanstar.
O, yn adeilad hwn?
Oes. A mae yna caffi yn y cefn hefyd. Pob nos ail Wener. Y mis, mae noson werin gyda ni yma. Mae pawb yn dod a offerynnau a just jam session.
O, maen nhw'n jamio.
Jamio.
Felly, sut arall byddwn ni'n gallu ffeindio siaradwyr Cymraeg yn y ddinas neu yn yr ardal?
Ar Facebook, mae lot ar Facebook.
Okay.
Mae yna lot o grwpau. Os ydych chi'n galw mewn i'r llefydd fel yr Oriele, fel mae'r Elysium, yn y Taliesin, ar y Theatr y Taliesin. Ni'n trio rhoi hwb i bopeth, chymod, a bobyn, fel bod pawb yn cael gwybod beth sy'n mynd ymlaen yn Gymraeg.
Mae lot o Cymraeg yn Abertawe.
Ac yn y caffi yn y cefn, mae Caffi Bore Sadwr.
Ymarfer siarad, felly?
Bore fori, i bobl cael dod jyst i ymarfer gyda'r siarad. So mae hwn am 10 o'r gloch, bore fori. So dewch ymlaen bore fori, i gael panel a sgwrs.
Dwy,
A mae un bore dydd Iau hefyd. Ond byddwch chi wedi mynd o'r byd.
Na, bydd adre yn barod. Ac ydy'r pobl i gyd sy'n dod yma yn byw yn Abertawe neu yn yr ardal? Yn yr ardal.
So maen nhw'n dod o dipyn o daith i ddod i ymarfer Cymraeg.
Oh, how serendipitous! I have to go to the meeting. Little did I know, I would hear stories that I wasn't expecting to hit so hard.
Sut ydych chi'n defnyddio'r Gymraeg yn eich bywyd bob dydd?
Dwi'n arweinydd y gôr merched yn Abertawe.
Ydych chi'n defnyddio Gymraeg yn y côr?
Wrth gwrs, mwy caneuon yn Saesneg, ond dwi yn canu lot o caneuon yn Cymraeg, a dwi'n triol i helpu i choristers am recordio y geiriau i helpu nhw gael yr acen yn dda, i ganu.
Bob gair yn araf.
Yn araf ac yn glir gobeithio. Mae'n bwysig i ganu Cymraeg, caneuon Gymraeg gyda pobl sydd ddim yn defnyddio neud
Felly, ydych chi'n ychwanegu, adio tipyn bach o Gymraeg i bywydau nhw hefyd.
A pob cynger dwi'n canu rhywbeth yn Gymraeg.
Bob tro?
Bob tro. Pan o'n i'n tyfu, mae mam yn siarad Cymraeg.
Ond ddim i chi?
Ddim i fi, ddim yn y tŷ. Ac mae lot o teulu yn siarad Cymraeg. Ro'n nhw'n siarad gyda'n gilydd yn Gymraeg, ond dim am y plant.
Dim y plant?
Na, achos aethon ni i'r ysgolion Saesneg, ac felly mae'r iaith yn y tŷ yn tro o Gymraeg i Saesneg. Ac, ond es i i'r capel Cymraeg, a canu yn Cymraeg, ac dwi'n gallu darllen Gymraeg o'r Beibl a popeth, ond ddim yn deall. Mae cwrsiau yn yr prifysgol ddim yn helpu mi siarad, mae'n helpu fi dysgu, ond ddim yn siarad, ond mae'r app yn helpu fi siarad mas o'r tŷ.
Oeddech chi'n siarad Cymraeg i'ch mab pam oedd yn fach?
Yn y tŷ, ond maen nhw'n bach, ond pan mae wedyn nhw'n mynd i'r ysgolion, wel, mae fy Nghymraeg i ddim yn dda.
Ydy. Mae'n dda iawn.
No. Dwi wedi dechrau dysgu gyda fy mab. Nawr, dwi'n moyn pasio ymlaen i'r oeresi. Nawr, mae hi'n just y bach. Gobeithio mae oeres a fi yn mynd i siarad Gymraeg gyda gilydd trwy ei fywyd hi, Dwi moyn siarad Cymraeg iddi hi. Ac mae'n helpu fi yn dysgu.
Felly, da chi wedi colli'r iaith yn y teulu, ond da chi'n cael yr iaith yn ôl?
Gobeithio, dwi moyn siarad gyda fy ngwyres a ymlaen.
And with that, I feel ready to go home. But one more thing, I have to pop the question.
喂 Melody， 我仲有一日喺Swansea， 你最推薦我睇邊5個地方呢？
嗱，我哋可以去 Free Cliff Bay 啦，跟住有個 smuggling 嘅地方，有得睇鹽屋啦，跟住有 Mumble Lighthouse 啊。不過今日 bus strike 喎，你都係收皮啦。
咁我哋去邊度好啊？
跟我嚟啦！ Taste of Hong Kong. This is like typical traditional like Hong Kong food. We call it like cha tan hen. My favorite lemon juice. Lemon tea. Swansea Market, the biggest inner market in Wales.
Britain's best large indoor best 好主觀嘅喎。
I disagree. Swansea Museum. What makes this museum special? Honestly, I don't know. Everything is so disorganized. 影得震嘅碟，呢個係我以前最高嘅大廈，有26層咁高喎。
哇！咁如果跌落嚟咪好痛？
真係好痛啊！同埋我畏高啊，你知啦，香港啲樓下下就係60幾層㗎啦，20幾層真係好高啊！Swansea Beach, if you keep swimming toward this direction, it's my home, it's Hong Kong. Joe's Ice Cream, the best ice cream brand in Wales, and that's the first original
store.
It's buying his ice cream. So this is my channel again.
Hi, Shemai, can I get a sundae?
I'm wondering if any of Israel's audience are from Swansea.
Diolch.
Follow my Instagram and then recommend.
真係好 nutty 喎。It's time to go home. or it was around 5 hours ago. But once again, I was up too early for the train in order to film anything. So here we are back in Manchester. And even now, there is an exchange that's still ringing in my brain. When I just arrived in Swansea, I was like, oh, my brain's still in Welsh. And my friend said, unfortunately, you're in Swansea where nobody speaks it. And yet they do. Perhaps not in the streets, not like when you're just walking down and listening to people speaking, but it all comes down to finding your own community, whether that be in the family, in the workplace, or even just going to some cool gigs and events. Heck, that might even incentivize me to go to some events if I lived in Swansea. There are so many things that I could have shown you over the course of this trip if I'd only had a cameraman following me around, like all the hugs or the cwtches I've got with people with whom I'd made an instant connection just by speaking the language they speak or want to speak. Not gonna lie, more and more people have been telling me that hearing my story has made them more determined to learn and use this language. And you know what? Maybe this long trip was worth it after all.